What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel for another video. So with 2023 coming to an end, I wanted to share my top 5 favorite photos from this year, as well as the stories that are behind them. So as a photographer, I often find myself enjoying other people's photos more than my own, which I suppose is kind of normal. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the photos I take, and sometimes I jump up and yell about how much I love photography when I nail a shot I'm trying to get. But much like a musician, I don't usually like to rate my own work, because number one, I'm automatically biased, but I like to spend my time thinking about the next shot and not dwelling on the previous one. So these are my top 5 photos that I personally took in 2023. This is one of the first motorsport shots I took with my newest lens, the Sigma 120 to 400 millimeter. I got the lens in February and had to wait to use it for motorsports until like the end of May. So when I finally got to use it, I was excited to say the least. And when I got the shot, I looked back at it and was shocked to find that it was so clear that the driver's silhouette was perfectly in focus. I remember looking at Rooster and yelling, and then when I showed him, he yelled back at me. It was a moment of celebration, and it created a moment in time for me, a moment of accomplishment. So this shot I got with the Canon Rebel G that I bought for $5 at a thrift store. Now I did take the same shot with my mirrorless, but I like the composition of this one just a little bit better. So what's cool about this shot though is that this was taken at an old abandoned school, and there's this wooden basketball court, and just below the hoop were the shoes, halfway buried in the sand. Now the photo kind of tells a story while leaving it up for interpretation. That's what I liked about it. Now this is a photo that I took of our friend Amber, standing inside of Stokes Castle when we visited Austin, Nevada. Now, not only do I love the shot, but to me, it displays how something crumbling and unusable to most can be beautiful and fit together with modern life. So this is a panorama also from Austin, Nevada. I shot it near Stokes Castle overlooking the valley coming into Austin. Now, not only do I think the shot is awesome, but the photo triggers that memory of being there. It was surreal. It was thing of beauty, and it made me feel larger than life. I remember in that moment, all I could think was, wow, that's it, no other words. And for me to be speechless is pretty rare. All right, so before we get to number 1, let's do some honorable mentions. So I had the urge to do sort of a product shoot, something with fire and smoke. And although I didn't do any sort of product shoot, I was able to get this shot of the straw flower covered in smoke. It's a pretty cool photo and a personal favorite, which is why it gets an honorable mention. Another honorable mention is this shot of the mountains with clouds overtaking the peaks. It was an awesome sight in person, and I believe it's just as awesome in photo form. Then there's this one. So this shot was purely just me playing around. I shot my fiance who was standing and Amber who's sitting and holding the lens. Now I don't know what it is that I like about this shot. Maybe it's because it's a moment in time that both of them are happy and they're both relieved of the stresses that they have with work and life's other issues. Or maybe it's just my fiance's well, you know what I mean. Okay, so now it's time for number 1. This was a tough one, but it has to be this shot of Eastgate Station, showing the abandoned structure with the amazing landscape just behind it. The whole visit was memorable, and I have so many favorites of this place alone, but out of all of them, it has to be this. I just love when you have something ominous and decayed mixed with nature's beauty. To me, it just makes for a great photo. Most of these photos, plus a lot more, are available as prints on my website. Check out jeff-gresham.com for more. Anyway, I'll go ahead and cut this one off here. Let me know down in the comments which of these you like the most and why. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So until the next video, get out and shoot. And we'll see you in the next one. Later.